Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to add the Google Play services into your game. And if you look at my project, I have these 3 folders that are, that is the Google Play plugin that we'll add later, but you should not have these yet. First you're going to build your game, and if you want to follow along with mine, I'm making a Pong game. I'm not going to upload mine for other people to download and use, because I mean this is a pretty simple game. Here's what it consists of. If you look in the inspector, it has 2 canvases and 1 script that's outside of the canvas, and then there's a sign in button in the main canvas, and then after you click sign in there'll be a random players and invite friends button, and then under the play canvas there is 2 paddles, obviously, a loading text, a main menu button at the top, a ball in the middle, which is just, these are just images, the paddles and the ball. But the paddles, the paddles have a box collider on them and a rigid body, and and then the ball is a circle collider and a rigid body. And then there's, at the very bottom, you can't really tell what it is, but it says you lose or you win, which is going to be called, you're going to call one of those depending on if you win or lose, obviously. And then on the ball there's a 2D material here, and I put the friction to 0 and the bounciness to 1. So if you hit the borders, it's just gonna bounce off anything essentially. And then yeah, so first thing we do is we just build out the APK without the plugin, and then we go to the Google Play Developer Console, and if you don't have one of these already, it costs like 25 bucks. Get your mom's credit card out and buy that, and then you can use this, and it only costs 25 bucks one time. And then once you've made it, you can go to create application and then name the application. And then you go under the tab on the left, it says app releases, and then scroll down to the alpha or beta. You can do either one, but I mean I just do the alpha because it doesn't really matter. And then upload your APK, and then go to the game services tab on the left, and then go to the linked apps tab, and the package name, when you click on this, it should have like a scroll down list, and it should already have whatever the APK you just put in. It should have that. And then turn on, if this is going to be multiplayer, which if you follow along with these tutorials, I'll make like 2 and you should be good to go. And I'll put so this is if you want it to be multiplayer, then put that on, yeah, sure. And then you go back into Unity and go to right click, import package, custom package. Then yeah, go to the Google Play plugin, which it will be in the description down below. You download that, and then it's under current builds, and that's what you import. And then it'll prompt with something or whatever, and I just import all. I'm not sure what all is necessary, but you might as well just import it all. That's how I did mine. And then to put the services in, you go to Google Play Games, Setup, Android Setup, and then go back to the Google Play Developer Console and go to the Achievements tab. Now this is something I haven't figured out. I just add an achievement just because I don't know how to do it without adding an achievement. So I mean, this achievement could be nothing. I mean, it could be, you could just make it start the game and you win this achievement or whatever. But you go under this and you go to get resources, and it'll prompt with this or whatever. Make sure it's under Android, and you copy and paste that into the inspector where we were just at, and copy and paste it in the resource references right there, and then go back and go under linked apps on the left, and there'll be this code here if you scroll down a little bit, and you copy that at the client ID at the very bottom, and then it should be ready to set up. You could just click setup, and if you go back to, if this is going to be multiplayer, then go under testing, and you have to add your testers. You click add testers and you enter an email address, and then you have to enable these boxes. I mean, the beta doesn't really matter. Since this is an alpha, you can check that. You can check both. It doesn't really matter. And then this is something that I found in a forum that no tutorials were telling me to do, but it's actually necessary to do. You need to go under your build settings, or the player settings, like where you go to sign your APK, and you need to make sure it's like API level 15 or higher, or else it won't build. So that's something to note, and it should be ready to test if your game is working, which I can show you how to set up the game in the next tutorial. But if your game is working, then it should be ready to build. If it's not 15 or higher, I'll tell you right now, it won't build at all. It'll give you errors. And just some advice, if you ever get errors, just copy and paste the error. This is how I found out what I was doing wrong. I copy and pasted the error onto Unity's website, and somebody had an answer for it, so that tends to work. Thanks for watching. That's pretty much all you have to do on to implement the Google Play services. And if you want to follow along and make this Pong game with me, I'm going to show you how to do it in the second part of this tutorial.